You're tuned in to the Red Zone Blitz.
Here we go.
The home for all things NFL and college football.
Ready?
To Ken Walker being the MVP. Let's go! Woo! He tried negotiating with me 5 minutes ago. It was really weird. Anyway, hey, MVP.
That was beautiful. That was a beautiful thing. That was not the clip I had loaded. For some reason, I loaded the wrong Seahawks clip. Here's the right one instead.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm probably the last person they should have gave the mic to. But we finna turn up, man. First off, I want to say shout out to Jody Allen. Shout out to John Snyder for making this all possible, man. Shout out to Coach Mike Macdonald for helping us get to this point. Man, but also, shout out to these badass motherfuckers who play this game the right way. Hey. Not only do we have the best defense in the world, we got the best team in the world. And quite frankly, if you got anything to say about my quarterback, you got anything to say about my defense, you got anything to say about my O-line, and you got anything to say about the city of Seattle, I got 2 words for you. Fuck you!
All right. That is Ernest Jones, fellas.
Fucking love it.
That's solid.
Fucking love it.
I knew you guys would enjoy that. That was what a parade. They had cops from Vancouver go down to help police the Seattle parade. This is good on it. So looks like the Seahawks are champions, fellas.
They are.
If you're tuning into this podcast and you're wondering who the hell we are and what we do, this is the Red Zone Blitz podcast. My name's G. I'm joined by
Brandon, what's up? What's up?
My name is Matt. I'm KK.
And you know what? We welcome you to the people that have supported us. All 120,000 streams later, 17,000 streams per episode, over 1,465 subscribers.
That's fucking crazy, man.
Thank you.
In our first fucking year, thank you. Like, that's fucking crazy.
That is, we are blown away by the support. We are blown away by the absolute menacing things you guys say to in our comment section, in our inmate section. Shout out to all the inmates.
Yeah, no shit.
I know we are being played across correctional facilities and all across the United States. Shout out to all of you. We appreciate each and every one of you. If you are new here or you want to write in or you want to give any feedback, you know what? You can write into us, redzoneblitzpodcast@gmail.com. Now, if you don't follow us on the socials, you got to get on the socials. Red Zone Blitz Pod. We're on X, Instagram, and TikTok. And then also we have a YouTube channel. So we're going to be dropping some interviews with some really cool people. We got some really cool things lined up. We're going to have tons of exciting, surprising guests. It's going to be on video. It's going to be nice and good. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel, Red Zone Blitz Podcast. We appreciate all the support, and we can't wait to keep on going because you know what? Guess who's going to be on the ground floor in Pittsburgh?
Who?
Fernando Mendoza and us. The boys of the Red Zone Blitz, not Poocast podcast, are going to be on the floor, walking the streets of Pittsburgh,
Blitzing the Berg.
Fellas, I guess we'll go around the table. What's your 1-sentence summary of this Super Bowl?
Fucking masterclass.
That was beautiful.
Really?
Just absolute fucking masterclass.
From
one team. From one team.
You're just happy the Patriots lost.
Oh, and Seattle
I think
ran
a
an
lot of
absolute
people are.
fucking masterclass.
We can't.
It was a clinic.
Not to make
It was total domination.
Yeah.
it was like, I think it got some people mad. That's what I think it did. I think it got some
It
people
got the
mad.
right people mad.
It got a lot of people mad in terms of people that were probably going in and hoping like, you know what, it's going to be a final dandy. We're going to watch Drake Maye do his thing. It's going to be great. It's going to be gorgeous stuff. We're going to then watch Bad Bunny, maybe Kid Rock, wherever side you go on. But Seattle had other plans, man. It was, was that a live demonstration of what a really, really good defense can do to a young quarterback?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. The Patriots couldn't get anything. Like Drake Maye had 50 yards in the first half passing, and then he got sacked 3 times.
What's funny though is they were in the game all the way to the fourth quarter. It was in range.
The Patriots just had no answer. Vrabel had no answer for Mike Macdonald's schemes, his disguises on defense. He had nothing.
It was almost like watching obviously I'm only born in 99, but the old Super Bowls were very it wasn't like pass heavy. There wasn't like explosive plays. You maybe just had a lot of runs and a couple of throws, but this kind of felt like that kind of game. It was every play mattered and it was defense dominated.
Yeah.
And then the run game.
It's not for the casuals, I would say. Like if you're going to tune in for football and this is maybe your 5th game of the year, you're probably like, what the hell am I watching? Especially like if you were one of those people that watched like Baltimore versus Buffalo. Oh, that feels like so long ago.
Yeah.
It feels like ages ago. But if you watched Baltimore versus Buffalo in week 1, I think it was, and then you came and this was your 2nd game of the year, you're probably like, what the hell's going on? Where's the excitement? Where's
the touchdown?
Where's the touchdown?
Wait till the fourth quarter.
Where's all these explosive plays they were talking about? And you know what? We've gotten a couple of Super Bowls like this now, back to back. Like
Defense wins championships.
And
It does.
It's interesting to see how teams are building their teams for the Super Bowl now, because you look at Kenneth Walker winning MVP. In the last 17 years, I think, there has not been one running back that makes up more than 1.9% of the cap hit, including Saquon Barkley. So it really goes to show how the future of the NFL is almost, you can't afford to pay a running back whopping amounts of money.
Well, he was the first running back to win MVP since 1998.
Who was the 1998
I think that
winner?
was Terrell Davis.
Yeah, I think so too.
Nice.
Vegas made a call on that one.
It should have been the kicker.
It should have been Myers.
But
Well, it could have been John Ryan as well.
Really difficult
Right?
to give it to a kicker, though.
He scored 17 points. For 5 out of 5 on field goals.
There was talk to have
Vegas-
co-MVPs with the kickers.
Vegas made the call because opening, his odds were 100-1, and even live, me and my buddies were talking about it. We're betting on live. We got it to 90 after he made his 3rd or 4th field goal. It was still 75 to 1.
I got in. That's
so
when
you
I
know
got in.
people were betting on it, and Vegas is not paying 75, 90, 100-1 odds.
What's funny is
on
their
Super
their
Bowl.
They'll bankrupt the
punter
system.
They're
was
not fucking paying that. That's a Vegas call.
the
Myers
punter was in
deserved
talk
that.
of MVP award as like
No,
co-MVPs
that-
with Myers.
Yeah, it could have been both. It could have been. It
both.
could have been
There was
co-kickers.
talk.
could have been.
Because as a punter, man, he fucking
He-
did his job.
he did his job.
The directional kicks,
Yeah.
those punts right in the 4 or 5 yard line,
late
right
in the
out of
game,
bounds,
I
no
think-
chance to return.
Yeah. And they were up what was it? I think it was 19-0, or they ended up pinning them right inside the 5-yard line.
So also, your point was,
But-
you're like, you can't have a kicker become the MVP. But what
don't
would
think so.
But what would have happened? Who would have taken all the blame if he had missed maybe 2?
The kicker.
It would have been the kicker, right? It wouldn't have been. It's a team loss. It would have been that fucking guy. And the same thing in Baltimore. You saw the whole team could have gone in and done something against the Steelers that last game. But it's kind of like goalies in the NHL. It's kind of like you get
You
all
live
the,
or die by it.
you
kind
live
of
or
thing.
die by it. If you let in a goal there, you might make 30 other great saves, but that one goal that cost your team the championship, people are going to remember.
But guess how much Seattle spends on their special teams? How many million? How much million?
What's the okay?
I know what it is.
No, wait, hold on.
9.325 million for their special teams.
God damn it, KK! I was gonna build something.
What
We were
is
gonna
that
do a
in
little
terms
guessing
of-
game.
What is that in terms of the other teams? What the other teams pay?
I don't know how much, but Seattle's number 1 in spending on special teams, and
Here,
Number one in
Number
the
one
NFL,
in the NFL spending.
Oh, well, I mean, it showed. I mean, well, actually, you talked about it all playoffs, Brandon. You're like, just take the points, take the fucking points. And actually, I was pretty happy about it.
They were.
With Mike Macdonald just not going for it because they got in like, they're not like hard field goals.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
he wasn't kicking long field goals.
Seattle's the highest. Seattle's the highest by a lot. You know who's
By a
second? It's their cap hit. So you're saying the salary is 9, right?
Their salary spending is 9.
Their cap hit's 13, closer like around 13 million, and then you got Vegas at 11,
Wow.
Vegas is the second highest,
second highest,
and they're the
in-
worst team in the league.
Yeah, they're the second highest. And
Well, then you gotta chalk some of that up to coaching, then.
no, who the fuck is? What are they?
Who's fucking special team coach of that? Then?
Who's,
They get
who's
fucking fired.
sliding under the table money to Daniel Carlson to be like, here you go,
Yeah.
buddy. Here, have a great
No
time.
shit.
Like you talk about low cap hit and really good teams. You got San Francisco. San Francisco spending on the low end and they're getting high performance. So talk about a team that does not spend money on these things and is absolutely garbage. You've got New Orleans. New Orleans is near the bottom. LA is the worst. LA is the lowest.
Rams or Chargers?
Sorry, Rams.
And that's where their coach got fired, right?
The Rams have the
Yeah,
special
their
teams
coach did
coach.
get
Rams have
fired.
the lowest cap hit in special
Yeah, and they
teams.
fucked up that game against Seattle. So
Maybe they should spend more money on that.
I don't know. Like that's the thing though. Like, and you saying like the kicker being the MVP, it's just so like it's such a niche part of the game. And when I was watching the game, like Kenneth Walker just set up those. Like he set up the team to win. He set up those. Like they were kind of chip shot field goals.
But
No knock on Myers.
But guess what? Sam Darnold in that offense, 0 turnovers.
That is
All they had to do is played clean.
0 turnovers
entire
entire
playoff.
postseason.
the only Super Bowl winning team to do that is
Hey,
go an entire postseason no turnovers.
You're a parent right now in the you're a parent in anywhere in the world actually right now. You're a parent. You've got a 5-year-old. 5-year-old dad. I want to play football. Mom, I want to play football. Wouldn't you want to make him a kicker? Wasn't that the most like
safe.
the safest? It's the safest.
Well, you
position.
got to put them in soccer or
Well, yeah,
rugby
you
or
would
something first, right?
you would put them in
Yeah,
like two
Brandon
sports,
Aubrey.
It'd be soccer.
soccer and football.
Or Aussie rules football if you
Yeah.
want to be a punter.
Yeah.
But like, isn't this the best route for like parents looking? Like, it's like once again hockey, right-handed defenseman. A lot of parents were forcing their kids to shoot right because there was easier pass because there's not a lot of right-handed
Okay.
defensemen. But
That's fair, but
if your kid is like a mutant,
yeah.
like you got this kid kicking field goals that are like when he's like 13, 14, that are, you're like, this is the best kicker in the country. He's going to go to the best team in college, right? He'll go to the top programs. If he goes to the top programs, he'll play in the biggest games. He plays in the biggest games, makes the biggest kicks. He's going to go in the NFL.
Okay, but which position gets paid the highest? Probably gets laid the most by the most women. It's quarterback.
Are you telling me you can't schlang it around of being a kicker? I think you can.
And make money?
Look at Pat McAfee, man. Pat McAfee has done very, very well.
Yeah, after the NFL.
Okay.
And he was a punter.
Who do you think is well, I think how do we not get canceled? No homo. Who do you think is the best looking kicker?
I don't fucking know any of the kickers, honestly. I know
Who
Chris
who checks the
Boswell.
kickers out?
I know Chris Boswell, the Steelers kicker, and that's
Okay,
it.
let's do a milk test on Chris Boswell. Chris Boswell, girlfriend, wife, dude. What? Like, hold on. Let me see if I can flip this without ruining the whole program here.
Oh, his wife's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you? The man.
Well, yeah, he's still a professional fucking athlete.
Yeah. He's got like.
I'm just saying, like,
He's got like
quarterback,
Chris
every kid growing up wants to play that.
Hey,
Yeah,
shot.
because
Primo.
you're the quarterback. You get the head cheerleader.
Exactly.
Get the
That's
hottest
what I'm
chick.
trying to say. KK
Just
Get
like
the
all
fucking-
those old school
You get the big
movies, right?
fucking
Hey.
Letterman jacket with the
Yeah.
fucking.
Look at that.
Look at the family.
Look at
man.
that family. Look at that bald-headed Boswell family. Hey, shout out to Havana Boswell, wife of Chris Boswell. Very good job, Chris. No, but I get it. I get what you're saying. Everybody wants to be the quarterback. But if you talk about the realistic kind of route here, kicking,
Kicker's
Kickers?
the safest
Yeah, you don't
position
do-
on there, right? You don't
Yeah.
barely even get hurt.
you don't
Oh,
get
you
hurt.
barely play. You just walk on the field.
barely even get
and make a
touched.
kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you still get a ring if you win.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Jalen Milroe. What a win. Fellas, should we talk about the Pro Bowl too? Wow, what a dud that was.
Why?
No.
Just
No, why are we talking about
always
the Pro
a-
Bowl?
just-
No one fucking watched it. No one cares.
so
I
that,
agree.
so that's
Fuck
a
the Pro Bowl.
that's a
Isn't it like turned into like flag football or
It's
something?
like they do games.
It's fucking
Yeah.
retarded.
They do dodgeball.
It's fucking dumb.
I stopped watching.
Just get rid
So
of it.
I
Just
got-
get rid of it.
so there's a lot of sports that are going through that where they're like, how do we make our All-Star game meaningful? You know, the NBA has their All-Star game coming up, and we're not an
Terrible.
NBA podcast.
Terrible.
I got a clip for you guys to listen in on. This is Nick Wright talking about how to make the NBA All-Star game better.
How would you fix the game on Sunday?
Well,
is it fixable? Because I don't think it is.
It's fixable in 4 years if your guy Con Knipple continues on this trajectory. And we just have to say, you know what? PC headlines be damned.
I know where you're going.
White guys versus black guys. Luca, Joker, Flag, Reeves, Knipple against Wimby, whomever. And I'm telling you right now, guys would play fucking hard. Like that, there would be a real edge to
It
the
certainly
game.
would get a lot of talking points going
Get a
that
lot
week.
of attention, and we are getting close to a place where it'd be like, oh, that'd be a good game. Like there hasn't been a moment in the NBA in the last 50 years where if that ended up just by chance being the game, it would be you could see either team winning. But right now, like
Unbelievable.
Cooper Flag and Con Knipple and Austin Reeves doing a
Pritchard's
lot of
out
work.
there. Yeah.
Right. But they also get all the
Fellas, a nice little black on white Pro Bowl.
There was a movie a long time ago called White Men Can't Jump.
You know when the NBA All-Star game died? When it was Kobe and LeBron. Kobe slapped the floor and LeBron passed. That's the exact moment the All-Star game died.
Yeah.
Kobe calls you out, slaps the floor, and you fucking pass it off because you don't want to go one-on-one with Kobe. I mean, LeBron's a bitch. Straight.
Oh,
I'll fight. I will fight anyone
you're
on
gonna
that
fight
hill.
G because-
I'll fight anyone on this fucking hill. Someone fucking get out of our DMs. I will go toe to toe with you on why LeBron is the biggest bitch the sport has ever seen.
the host of the show is getting.
Hey, Clutch Media. We do not all share the same sentiments of this. Clutch Media, Rich Paul, if you're listening, I would love to be invited to the Clutch Media Super Bowl party next year in LA. We can leave Brandon at home. We don't have to take him, but do not rescind our invite if you were I don't know if you were thinking about inviting us, but please, disclaimer. These thoughts are of Brandon B. Sam.
They're mine, my own,
Yeah.
and I will die on this hill.
In a way, I do agree with him.
Of
on
course.
that,
I will
right?
fight anyone on this hill.
Yeah.
Get out of my DMs, man. Let's go.
The two old heads going, get off my lawn and screaming and yelling, LeBron's a bitch. It's perfect.
He's calling you out one-on-one and you pass the ball. Come on.
It's, you know,
Come
Oh,
on.
not just the old heads.
Take him
I
on.
agree. Like I'm a Kobe fan. He's number 2. Well, actually, no.
Behind
Technically-
Jordan.
No. Definitely behind Jordan, but yeah, LeBron's number 2.
Come on,
Jordan's
guys.
number 1. But
I don't know.
Kobe's my favorite.
I don't putting LeBron too. He's up there, but
that's ridiculous.
Who would you
That's
put to?
enough basketball talk for today.
Yeah, get off the basketball.
We'll get
talk.
off the basketball talk.
Segue, fellas. I got another one. I got another fun clip. So you know how there was Radio Row during the Super Bowl where there was a bunch of podcasts and all this stuff. Here's Myles Garrett and Micah Parsons talking to each other. It's the best 49 seconds. Here you go.
Cowboys, Packers, we all know the truth.
Oh, them Cowboys fans don't love you no more.
That record is only going to stand for so long.
It is still currently my time.
Because I still do things that none of y'all do.
Who's none of y'all? Just because your light is brightening itself doesn't mean mine is dimming in any way.
I'm just saying, I played 13 games. So obviously, I'm getting to the quarterback.
In 13 games, I had 18 sacks. What do you want?
I need whole season statistical categories.
You ain't playing a whole season.
We lost half our starting lineup and still made the dance.
Yep, and when you had your full starting lineup, we punched y'all in the mouth.
How many games y'all win?
5. Hey, guess what? We doing the same thing.
When will Micah Parsons learn? When's he gonna learn?
Just shut up.
Like, stop talking.
Just shut up,
He
dude.
tried to do this whole segment with Myles Garrett about how he was trying to like clown on him, and he just got utterly just ripped apart. And I don't get it. And then he started this whole thing about how there was a trade to the Eagles, and it was Jalen Carter and this and that and the other. And I'm like, And he was all jazzed up about it. But I'm like, if you're a Packers fan, you're probably looking at this guy like, shut the fuck up. Like, shut up. Like, sometimes you wish
you're on our team now. You don't talk about
yeah,
the other
like
team.
where you could have gone. Like, sometimes I feel like people wishes he got injured in the mouth instead of the wherever he got hurt. But anyways, fellas, back to the Super Bowl from a little bit of a break. Moving on, when we talk about Mike Macdonald, how much credit do you give him versus just the Patriots not being prepared for the big game or tipping off their protection when it came to protecting their quarterback?
Well, with Macdonald, he came with everything, and Vrabel had no answer. Like if you look at how that defensive line moved, it was almost like they were an offensive line. They were pulling tackles, they were faking guys out, they were setting up screens and blocks, and they had their way with the New England offensive line. The New England offensive line, I mean, they struggled, but it got to the point off the snap before Seattle even made a move. All five offensive linemen were stepping back, like because they knew they were going to get bull rush. They were already on their step back, and Seattle wasn't on certain packages. They weren't blitzing, and they collapsed their own pocket on themselves. Like they just had their way. I mean, what they did to
Mike Macdonald's a defensive genius.
Well, what they did to Will Campbell in the left tackle.
And they did say he was hurt. He was playing hurt.
No, you don't. Okay. I believe that.
Cop out.
But I think Will Campbell had himself a little too much fun with the Super Bowl media stuff. And this, sorry, Patriots fans and sorry, LSU fans. When was Will Campbell's last big game? When he actually had to, play up, like the Broncos weren't it.
No.
Because they were missing their quarterback. I don't care it's all part of the game, injuries. Will Campbell came into media row. Like I said, there's tons of shit going on. It's not just the Super Bowl. There's activations, there's brand deals, there's endorsements, your agents telling you, hey man, you got to go hang out at this party. You got to make friends with this tech advisor. You got to go do this. You got betting companies saying, hey, Will, come on over here, do this. Hey, strongest man contest, blah, 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 blah. All this sort of stuff. I don't think he was focused. I was listening to his interviews, wasn't focused.
He was probably just happy to be there, right?
Well, yeah, right. It's
he's
like
a rookie.
I think a lot of the
he's a
Patriots
rookie
were,
making
though.
the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
In all honesty, though, I mean, you still do have to remember he's a rookie.
Yeah,
and that's on Vrabel not giving him help.
I don't think he helped May out a lot because if he had an injured shoulder, I mean, he was asking a lot for Drake Maye.
Look how many attempts he made.
They
couldn't get any fucking run game going.
Well, the blitz was just on him. As soon as they hit midfield, the Patriots couldn't go anywhere. They got the blitz on him, and then
if I'm the Patriots, and we talked about not making the big splash for running back, I'm looking at a Rico Dowdle. I'm looking at Kenneth Walker. I'm looking at somebody that can give me some more juice than Ramondre Stevenson. I'm sorry, that was not very good. That was not very good at all.
You mentioned that. We talk about like running back. What about Trayvon Henderson? Like he came into the game, he had like a 9-yard run. What was ironic was he's the last guy to touch the ball, and he had a 24-yard pass reception.
But hasn't that been the case all year with
New England? Needed to do something like a hurry up offense, screens, quick outs.
I'm really surprised
they
they
just
didn't
couldn't get anything going.
I'm really surprised they didn't get Hunter Henry more involved because
yeah.
the one weakness of that Seattle defense has been guarding the tight ends.
Yeah.
And Hunter Henry, I mean, he's a big target. You give him on an inside slant, he's going to get you a few yards. I think he only had 5 targets. And I know they set it like with Will Campbell trying to set him up on some blocks, but I think he did more damage trying to block than he did good. You look at that first Witherspoon sack.
Well, Will Campbell out 14 pressures in this game, right?
But and you also remember
they were after him.
He had a bad game, but you also have to remember he's a rookie. He's a rookie playing left tackle.
Well, there's another rookie on the other side.
On the other side too.
Line there, yeah.
So,
but what I don't understand, and this maybe comes from the play calling. Okay, you're getting killed. Your quarterback's having a tough time like completing passes. You're having a tough time as a team starting the run. Why don't you do a wildcat formation and put Henderson there? He hasn't touched the ball all game. Put him there and run a blast. Put him there and run a jet sweep. Show something different that Seattle has probably never seen. And I don't know why coaches don't do that a lot. Schottenheimer did that this year. Schottenheimer had you could tell he was holding it. And then all of a sudden in the third or fourth quarter, there would be one play that would be so off brand that you would be like, why is he doing that? But that's sometimes you just have to do it to get it going.
I think they just didn't have time or just couldn't make adjustments. I mean, Seattle's defense, like their system is just incredible.
And the thing is
they get taught how to run pressure patterns, switch up. They don't play just their position. They know how to play like their team.
They know as a
position,
unit.
right?
You can take anybody
So you
from
can
that
flip
unit.
them around.
Yeah, you can take a safety, put him anywhere basically on that in that defense. He'll be able to go. Same thing with a linebacker. Now, what was interesting was there was some behind the scenes audio of I think it's a safety Love talking about about the tell that Drake Maye had. And he talked about it. He talked about how Maye does his 3-step back, and then he does almost a hesitation before he throws the ball to make sure that the receiver is there before he throws it. And that's the tell that where he's going to throw it. Whereas Stafford didn't do none of that. Stafford would have that thing out, and it was much harder to defend Stafford versus Maye. And I think that's going to be a learning thing for Drake Maye this offseason and trying to come back from all of this is like, you're going to have to learn to not do that and to not do those things. Now, 2 questions. First one, is there a different result or is it closer if Denver makes it in with a healthy Bo Nix?
Oh, I think it's a different game.
Because I agree. I think there would be.
I still think Seattle wins, but it's a completely different game.
I don't think they run away from them as early as they did. And I don't think Sam Darnold goes without an interception if Denver's in there.
Yeah.
Well, Sam Darnold he too got a little bit lucky because I think Patriots and Vrabel's game plan right away was get an interception, get Sam Darnold.
Well, they were jumping.
They were trying to jump every route,
routes,
and we were arguing, it was like, man, all Sam Darnold had to do was a pump fake on a stutter go, and would have been gone.
Yeah,
he had JSN.
If he hit JSN on that, I needed that so bad, and he just missed. But man, if he did a pump fake with a stutter go, or even just a straight vertical route, like he would have had the guy.
But that is a
biting.
great mindset. Like let's get an interception early. Let's rattle him.
Well, I mean, that's what they needed because
that's
you look at the first half for how bad that offense played. Their defense was on that bend don't break, and they kept them in. They held them in the game.
They were only down 12-0 until the fourth quarter until the touchdown.
Dude, what was annoying about that was you end the half, it's 9-0. So you go into the third quarter and you got the coach of the year, Mike Vrabel, right? You have 3 3-and-outs and then a fumble. And then Seattle ends up getting points off that. So it's like you had your opportunities.
They were in the game till the fourth quarter.
But the offensive play calling, I'm sorry, was just bad. And then I'm sorry, I'm looking at Vrabel's his demeanor. Yeah, exactly. And he's just like, oh, it's okay, don't worry. Like, let's get off the field. Like, we'll figure this out. Like, no, man, you got to get in there and sit down with your quarterback.
That leads me to the next point, which is you saw Cincinnati do this. When you saw the coming of the new guard and Joe Burrow, and people were so excited about the Bengals, and they were like, "This is amazing. This is the next, the next up and coming team." And this really gives me a lot of respect for the Brady teams for New England, and obviously Mahomes and the Chiefs. Is how hard it truly is to keep going back to the dance. It's not an easy thing, and I know that fuck the 49ers, but Kyle Shanahan has done it. He's gone to the dance. And you look at where the Bengals are now and how far away they truly are from where they were when that LA Rams Super Bowl. Was this kind of we talked a lot about this being Buffalo's best shot. Was this New England's best shot in the next window?
Not necessarily. No. So the hard part is how the NFL draws up strength of schedule. So because they won their division, they won their division, second in the conference. Now them and Buffalo is second, right? Buffalo second. Yeah. So now New England and Buffalo are going to have the topper schedules of their division. Everyone else, you want to beat the champs. You want to beat the guys. That's how you set your bar of where are we at? So every game against New England next year is going to be, hey, like they just made the Super Bowl. You want to see how close you are to making the Super Bowl? You got to beat this team. With New England, they're still a young team. Like Drake Maye was the youngest starting quarterback ever. Will Campbell was a rookie. Tre'Veon Henderson was the right tackle or right guard is a rookie. They've got a young team. I'm not saying their window's closed. I'm just saying
it's going to be
it's going to be
harder,
tough.
It's going to be very tough.
For next year, especially, it's going to be tough. After that, you bring in, once you've got your guys developed and then you start bringing in other guys, the window is still there. But next season, it's going to be a tough road.
You've got tons of teams in that AFC that are maybe going to benefit from a new coach bump. Like where they go in with a new coach and they're like, hey, like they've completely reshaped their identity. So shout out Mike McCarthy and the Steelers.
I was going to say, thank you for noticing.
Yeah.
The new hire.
It's hard not to notice that big walrus.
That is true.
But it's such a tough league. And it's very hard to replicate the success. And I think Sam Darnold said this in this post game where he talks about you're never going to be with that exact group ever again. Like that team will never exactly be the same, no matter how much money you have. Like somebody's going to go somewhere else. Somebody's going to have opportunities. There might be injuries. Something might happen. So it's almost like you got to capitalize and that goes to Vrabel's demeanor is he may have been here before. He may have been like, I know this, I can do this. But I think a lot of his guys, this was their first time being there, and the lights were bright. And God knows Stephon Diggs was slanging that thing with the fucking woman in San Francisco. You know that guy
I was
was
spinning the ball at the end of the
ball,
game inside the 5
in Super Bowl.
And then he was like, "Oh fuck yeah, we're
fucking toast."
And then he went to try to pick it up and run back.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Never changed. Diggs family never changed.
Okay, so I got a question for you guys then, because we talk about like the Patriots. Is this their peak?
Yeah.
So now Clint Kubiak announced he has confirmed that he's going to take the Raiders job. Are we going to see the same kind of Seattle next year, do you think?
I think so.
I think so.
I think you're going to have the thing about Mike Macdonald that when Clint Kubiak did his introductory press conference with Las Vegas and he talked about was he was probably the toughest critic on Clint Kubiak, where he's like, he challenged him on everything like that he did, basically expecting him to be better than he was yesterday. And I think like the first year, I think Mike Macdonald kind of learned that he can't have the offensive coordinator that he had. It did not work. He made a quick change there. And now you kind of have the right scheme. Now, what do you do with Kenneth Walker? We talked about it.
Free agent.
Teams that pay their running backs big money typically don't do this, but who has a lot of big money to spend this year? Seattle. They have tons of money. They can go get him. They can get 3-4 other guys. They can add to this offense if they wanted to. It's going to be interesting. That trade for Shaheed is going to look very good. And like when Cooper Kupp, I don't know if this is the end for Cooper Kupp. There might be. It might be the end. He might want to walk into the sunset. He's won a Super Bowl with his hometown team. Might be time.
Well, I talked last podcast about how New England hit on every draft pick and rebuilding. Seattle did the same thing.
Schneider's a wild man. Like he's a wild man.
All his draft picks, even his three deadline deal or trade deadline deals, they were all big time players.
And shout out to DeMarcus Lawrence. Love you, buddy. That was great work.
Got his Super Bowl ring.
There it is. He knew he couldn't do it in Dallas, apparently, and he was right.
He was right.
Fellas, wrapping this thing up. What lesson do you think teams copy next year from Seattle?
Defense wins championships. You don't need to pay a crazy amount of money to a quarterback. And I realize what I'm saying is, who's the highest paid QB in the league? Sorry, guys.
Yeah. It's okay. It's fine.
Offense
you
wasn't our
do
problem.
need to work on the defense, though.
There
you go.
Hey,
we got 2 first-round picks.
we got
two first-round picks.
What you got to do, I guess.
Hey, listen to me. Dak Prescott, would give him a defense. We would be good.
There is blue in the Super Bowl 61 logo.
I did see
that.
There is blue. There is blue. And give me a Bengals Cowboys Super Bowl. Fuck the defense.
No, not Bengals.
Yeah, let's just shoot out.
Absolute shootout. No defense.
No defense.
Just shootout.
Just like NFL might make it happen. They might be like, okay, our ratings, people are saying there's too much defense being played. We want touchdowns. Let's get the two teams that can't play defense and let's get them in the Super Bowl. Hey,
dude, I saw a comment actually on Instagram. Somebody saw a logo and they're like, all right, sweet, orange and blue, Broncos and Dolphins Super Bowl. No. And then the comment was, they're both in the AFC, you dumbass.
Just dear God. Fellas, let's move it on. Man, shout out to a great NFL season. Man, that was a good NFL season. Lots of things happened. Jalen Carter spit on Dak Prescott. I will never forget that as the first play of the season. Let's talk about some prospects. We've done some of this before. When it comes to our prospects, we break them down by their position. So we've got 3 linebackers and 3 safeties for you guys. I'll do a little bit of a introduction on where they play, height and weight and all that stuff, and then we'll dive into it. We'll start off with the man from Ohio State, Arvell Reese. Fellas, he's a 6'4", 243-pound lab man. It looks like he's built in the lab. He's could play the Micah Parsons role of part off-ball hunter and part situational edge rusher. Now, my question for you guys is he a 3-down linebacker or is he a 2-down missile until he proves coverage?
I think you leave this guy on the field
The
as
whole
much
time.
as he wants
as
to
much
play.
as he can.
Put him on special teams too.
You just mentioned that's my first note. This guy is Micah Parsons 2.0. You keep this guy on the fucking field.
He plays multiple positions, so he's a 3-down linebacker.
He 6.5 sacks and 10 tackles for loss in 2025.
Yeah.
I would say like that. There ain't nothing better than that when you're playing as a defensive coordinator and you want to put this guy in. Now, a lot of people have him going to the Jets.
At number 2.
On number 2.
Yeah.
Like there are lots and lots of people that have him going down to the Jets. And I mean, we can check out like the Kyle Field Yates, just did a mock draft today, and they've got him going to New York.
No way he drops that. Oh, sorry, it's to the Jets.
To the Jets.
I was about to say the Giants. I'm like, no fucking way he drops.
When it comes to New York, that has to be a no-brainer, right? If you're not taking a quarterback there and you're staying in that position, you're not trading out of it, why would you not give Aaron Glenn this piece?
Arvell Reese is the best player in this draft. And
I would disagree about that.
If you don't need, if Oakland didn't need a quarterback, I would say Arvell Reese has a chance to go first.
What if
I
Oakland
think
surprises you and they trade for Lamar and take Arvell Reese?
I
what if
wouldn't.
they
I would be
Raiders-
surprised if they make a trade for a quarterback. I'm taking Arvell
What
Reese.
if they
Yeah.
swap? Or what if
Mendoza go to the Jets?
Yeah, Mendoza goes to the Jets.
Then Arvell Reese is going to the fucking
The Raiders?
to the Raiders.
Pair him
I
with
think
Max
he's the best.
Crosby?
If you want to start a team, I mean they need a lot of help, but
Well,
if you want to, or if Max Crosby truly wants out and you need another fucking a new stud on to anchor your defense,
Yeah.
guy's sitting right fucking there for you. Like I said, I think he's the best player, and the reason for that is, like I said, he's got Micah Parsons written all over him, but he can play anywhere on the front 7. You can move him anywhere you want.
The only thing is maybe man coverage. Like coverage wise, he's not great, but like
Same with Micah Parsons, man. You drop him off
Put
the
him on
ball
the edge.
coverage.
Yeah, just put him on the edge and just watch
fucking
him
go.
just
Well,
go.
he could be coached
Just
up
go.
to cover and all that.
so he's
Defensively.
a piss missile. Like he's going
Yeah.
down at players like bang, like just balls to the wall. Would you rather have a linebacker that's like that, or would you rather have one that's always right but a little bit later? And when it comes to attacking coverage,
Always early. Always fucking early, because you're disrupting the quarterback if you're early.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree to that. I mean, like you could put him on the edge and again, like on the line.
but as a
the whole time.
linebacker, would you say like would you prefer someone that stays like more to like their kind of position, they wait and react, versus like a guy like Reese? Reese is going to attack. Like
Yeah, you got to move him around and let him attack.
he is not stopping. Like he only has one gear. So
Let's fucking go.
yeah, so it's like some defenses that works really well. Some he could be, he could be, attacked. He's not perfect. No player in the world is perfect, except for Michael Irvin. But you could attack him if you're an OC that's game planning against him in the NFL. How are you attacking him?
You're standing the fuck away from him.
Yeah,
Like this
Yeah.
guy,
I agree with that.
like you put him on the edge, you put him up the middle, you put him in the slot. He's great at run defense. He's a great tackler. He only had 4 missed tackles on 70 stops. Like you're not getting by him. So he's the guy. If he lines up on one way, you're fucking moving
You got
the
to
other
go
way.
the other way.
Or
Yeah.
you just call in a blocker running back or tight end to block that side.
My favorite thing is always you got to have, and I love teams that do this because this is exactly how I play Madden, so it's beautiful to see. But we talked about it with the Cowboys is setting up the run. If you can set up the run and you can set it up and you can kind of get them biting on like on a run and run them out with a play action, you might be able to buy yourself some time. Like that might be like an extra five-ish seconds that you can buy yourself. But even then, you saw him at Ohio State, man. Like we'll talk about this when we do a film study with him, but he is every time he rolls out of those pockets, teams are doing these play actions, he gives them maybe 2 to 3 seconds, but then he's right there slamming the quarterback down. So it's, even if you try to get him with a play action, he's kind of hard to stop.
A lot of teams now are using their tight end as a chip block.
Yep. That's another common
chip
team.
block, roll out. That's how they get these
big boys that
big
come
boys.
down. Yeah.
That's how they get the blitzes coming.
If he does go 2, though, I think Aaron Glenn is a perfect coach for him.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think he's the guy who can kind of best utilize him in terms of where he is. I really hope he doesn't go to the Cardinals. That would not be good for him.
But one of the things when you are watching his tape, it's too bad that we're not there yet with the tape on the YouTube and everything. You watch his tape, he is always in the opposing team's backfield. Yeah. Every fucking snap, he is on the other side of the line of scrimmage. So whether that's getting at the quarterback, tackling the runner for a loss, or just creating havoc, just pushing the guy's fucking back, collapse in that pocket. He is always in the other side of the backfield.
I know you're going to appreciate this, Brandon, is when you watch him in the opposing team's backfield after a play is done, watch what he's saying. He's talking to the quarterback. He's talking to those players, and he's typically he's talking to them, and he's basically being like, just because I didn't come this time doesn't mean I'm not
he's a shit talker.
I'm reading
he's a shit talker.
He talks a lot of shit.
Basically, he's a really good QB spy.
Yeah,
exactly.
Just like how Micah was, right?
Yeah, no, so it's a clear consensus that he's going to go high. Now, the next guy, his teammate in Ohio State, Mr. Sonny Styles, he spent a lot of time playing alongside Arvell Reese, and he may be a Dallas Cowboy. That may be a thing. That may be a reality.
I'm hoping for.
He's a 6'5". He's essentially a safety in a defensive end's frame. I think that's a nice way of putting it. He's a hybrid linebacker, safety, chess piece. You talk about Seattle and how you can have guys that are moving around, playing different positions on a winning defensive team. Size, range, matchup utility, tight ends, big nickel pressure. You talk about it. He does it. Is Styles a linebacker who can cover, or a safety who's cosplaying as a linebacker?
So,
Well, I was just going to say, like you mentioned, he's kind of like a safety. He started out as a safety, and I think that's what Brandon was going to say. So that's what I think made Ohio State so killer this year is you had a guy like Arvell Reese who was just go, and he would just attack you. And then you got a smart mind like Sonny Styles, who's just a leader of the team, just be like, okay, he's like, I got this back end. If they, put a pass out, I'm going to shut a block. I'm going to get to the receiver quick. And that's what made him like so dominant. 83 tackles. 1 sack, 1 pick, and a forced fumble. And he's good, like 6'5", 243 is a good size too for a linebacker.
So this is the guy where we just talked about Arvell Reese and how dominant. Sonny Styles is the perfect complementary linebacker to play with a guy like Arvell Reese.
Yeah.
Because he, like you said, he's the former safety, but he's great in zone and in coverage. So you get the line, there's your linebacker that you want to play off the ball. You have Arvell Reese playing on the ball. They just complement each other. Like,
he's a big nickel, I would say. He's a big nickel dime back. Whereas like you kind of need a defensive coordinator that plays the same philosophy as Mike Macdonald, or kind of use him like Kyle Hamilton was used in Baltimore a lot, like to really unlock his potential there. But when you talk about a guy that can be a true captain on your defense, really he knows the game, studies the game, can run that whole defense. Sonny Styles can run it, and he can play all over the field. So it'd be exciting to see if Dallas can end up getting him right now. Like, once again, like I can go into Kyle Yates' mock draft here and give you guys kind of an idea of where he went, and he went right there, 12 to Dallas. So
one of the biggest things too with Sonny Styles that he really worked on in his career was tackling. When he first got to Ohio State, his miss rate was 18.4%. That's, I think he had 14 total misses. Last year, down to 2.2%. He only missed 2 tackles. So his tackling, he was his biggest improvement in his career. And I mean, obviously going from a safety to a linebacker, you're not going to be the best tackler right away.
No.
So showing how he improved his tackle. And I bet that comes from playing with a guy like Arvell Reese, who doesn't miss tackles.
You learn from your teammates, right?
You show me how to do it. All right, I'll fucking teach you. And that's why it's like watching, if you watch Arvell Reese and Sonny Styles play together, the chemistry they had together just playing, because one's weaknesses was the other's strengths.
You can't go to a team, and that's why it's important to have leaders like that, is you got to go to a place where the buck stops here. If your best players are setting the tone and being like, no, we're not missing tackles. We're not slipping out of tackles. We're making them all of them. It like translates down to every player. So like look for Ohio State this year to have a lot of draft picks going into the NFL to be, and like another team is LSU. You're going to have tons of LSU cats going into the draft this year because of and it really sucks what happened with LSU and the whole saga with like, they didn't get it done. Garrett Nussmeier, the offensive side of the ball is not much to be talked about, but we're going to talk about one of the guys in the safeties we talk about, but you're going to look at these teams like Ohio State, LSU, you had Texas a few years ago as well. It's like when you get this good crop of guys that are all 5-star recruits coming out of high school, but then there's that one dog that sets the tone, is the best player. You see that culture, and then that's where like most NFL teams fall in love with. And this year, it looks like Ohio State, man. Ohio State's all over the board when it comes to the first round. I think you're going to see a lot of guys coming in, not just the first, but maybe moving into the second and third as well. Fellas, anything else to add on Mr. Sonny Styles before we move on to the Georgia Cat? All right, CJ Allen, fellas, Georgia linebacker. He is more of your classic stack linebacker with modern range. He's got calm eyes, steady fits, reliable finisher. The thing is the big issue with him that teams are falling into is he going to make that difference that a Sonny Styles and Arvell Reese are going to be able to make? And no, that's the answer is flat out no. I'll save everybody that time. But where you're picking him, you're probably going to be picking him in the later half of the first round. And do you think that value, late round, for your team picking him up in the later rounds, would you spend a late first round pick on CJ Allen with everything you know?
I would not. Late first round?
Yeah, like I would say right now, like if we were, let's just go by, we're doing it for his did he even have, I don't think he might not have had him go in his first round, but like let's say you're picking 20, I'll give it to the Cowboys and back. So 20th.
No.
20 to 32.
I don't see it. Like this guy is kind of like one of those old school linebackers where if they're running the ball in between the tackles, you know, he fills up the gap, or he can run side and line to sideline. He doesn't let up the screen plays. Really good run defender, doesn't miss tackles, and he was under 7% in his career. The problem with him, though, is like he has got stiff hips. He's not great in pass coverage. His size is a little undersized at 6'1", and he's not really the fastest. Like his footwork is a problem, and that's what I want to see. Like out of all these linebackers that we've talked about so far, if there's one guy that I really want to see in a scouting combine at like a 3-cone drill, it's CJ Allen, because
you
I
read
think
my mind.
It can really improve his draft stock if he
that
goes in
improve
there.
his draft stock.
And you see him actually move around, work on his game, because at 6'1", you're going to need to show some speed.
He's number one on my list of players to watch at the combine, and I think that's what a lot of people don't remember about like the combine is a lot of players go into there not ranked very high, and then they come out of there and now the buzz is huge.
Well, a big thing about all these prospects is versatility. Can you play more than your set position?
I don't think this guy's there yet.
Like he's not there yet, but Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles, you can plug them in different spots on your defense.
Definitely, yeah.
So with CJ Allen, he's the best at run defense of the linebackers in this class. His run defense grade is 90.8. Now, the big thing, like you just mentioned, his coverage grade is only 60.7. He's not good in coverage. And if you put him in the nickel and you've got a guy like we talked about, say you put him up against Jordan Tyson's blowing him out of the water. That's not the guy you want in a nickel spot when you got a guy like Jordan Tyson.
But the team that but that makes sense. Like if you're like the Jets, wouldn't you love him paired up with, like, let's say you do take Reese at number 2. and now you got Reese and him in tandem. Like, you might not be able to get Jordan Tyson if it's just CJ Allen on Jordan Tyson, but if you got the Arvell Reese attacking Jordan Tyson's quarterback, and then you got him just cleaning up the mess, that could be something. What were you gonna say, Brendan?
Oh, what was I say? Oh, he one of the things too is he's patient at the line. Like, he's good at waiting to see what happens. He doesn't bite a lot, or he doesn't overcommit. He doesn't gamble a lot. He's really patient at the line. He bats down a lot of balls, so like he's getting his hands up in the QB's face.
He also freezes a lot when the QB fakes.
That's one of the things too. Yeah, and also this pass rush technique. Like, he's one of those guys that in college, it's pure strength. I can push you back. But when you get to the NFL and you get against the big ass fucking grown boys, that doesn't work. And he's got no move. He doesn't have a fucking he doesn't swim, no moves. So he's got to learn how to get around or get through some of these big boys once he gets to that level.
No, for sure. It'll be interesting to watch. I think that's great insight on the combine. Like, if you're checking out the combine stats, combine highlights, mark CJ Allen down as one of those guys that can hopefully come out of there and get himself maybe into that first round spot for a team. I think if you're a team that definitely needs a linebacker, you're like really hurting. You've got everything else figured out on your defense, but in linebacker is the only one that you're hurting on. You might be okay taking a flyer on him in the first round, but I just don't feel comfortable if I'm like building out a defense to be like, okay, this is the guy, I'm going to add him in. I feel like there's somebody.
I think he's like a good addition to a defense that's already pretty sound.
Already set.
Yeah.
Already a good defense, and you can just add to it.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, fellas, moving on to the safeties. First one, we got your LSU boy, AJ Haulcy. His post safety, quarter friendly, ball hawk, instincts and range, break like he expects the throw. He transferred from Houston, LSU. He's the best, I think, one of the best ball seeking safeties in the country. Would you rather have a gambler like him who creates like we saw that with Trayvon Diggs in Dallas. We saw that a little bit with Bland as well. Would you rather have the gambler who creates turnovers or the safe guy who never gives up explosives when you're looking for a safety?
The gambler.
I knew one guy that was going to go for that one.
Times are changing. You need turnovers. You need that ball back for your offense.
The only difference,
if you keep playing it safe, other teams can kind of have their tactics where they're more in the run game. They throw it to the other side of the field.
The difference between Haulcy and Diggs, if Diggs was jumping a route or going for the interception, if he didn't get the interception, he was getting burned.
Yeah,
this guy doesn't get burned.
Mm-hmm.
So
the one game, if you guys want to watch his film, and the one highlight pack that you guys should probably look at is his game against Texas A&M. 12 tackles and an interception. That's what you buy into. If you're drafting him in the first round, that's what you look at. You're like, hey, I'll reach for him. But that's
that pick, that was the Marcel Reed pick. That was the one where he just dove like out of nowhere. Went flat out and just came out of nowhere, and all of a sudden he's in the middle of the screen with the ball in his hands. Like, where the fuck did you come from?
Yeah, no, he makes, and that's the thing is like if you're a team, once again, we talk about it, like your team that are defense wins championships. You saw it this past just last week. That's what happened. AJ Haulcy, I don't think you can go wrong. Anything to add there, Matthew?
Yeah, I think that guy is one of the best safeties this draft for zone coverage in particular. He's got good IQ, quick and explosive, 2,100 snaps across 3 different conferences. So that's something that he's seen different schemes throughout college football. He hits hard. I would just put him in the strong safety spot. Like, he has speed issues, so putting him at the free safety position, again, another guy that I would love to see at the combine. His tackling consistency is a bit of a problem, but I think he can clean it up at the pro level. It's just a guy that, like, he's really smart. You put him in zone coverage. You see him just really read these plays and direct the defense. I think he would honestly be a steal if a team could get him in the 3rd.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Like if you can get him at good value, like if you can pick him up and you can complement another player that you picked up in the draft, he can definitely do it for you. Keeping things moving, fellas. Kamari, Ramsey. Oh, wait, we got another one.
Man, I got more on this
Oh,
guy.
okay. Oh, this guy. Oh, I was like, I thought we were done here. Give it to us. Give the folks at home.
You just mentioned him with his tackling. He's a good tackler, not great. He needs improvement on that. He's more of a hit stick guy.
Well, that's
like,
the thing.
Like if you play Madden, and you're just going around and you're not tackling, you flip that hit stick up and you just drill guys. Yeah. That's his style of play. So he's a good tackler, not great, but he throws that hit stick
but he's going to learn to tackle.
He's violent.
He's violent.
He's violent. He's going to fucking hit you. Especially if you're going into the sideline, he's going to hit you out of that sideline. So if you're one of those wide receivers that wants to try and get that extra step inbounds, he's going to knock your fucking block off. He's that kind of guy. Like I said, he's great in zone. He's not the best in man coverage.
No, he's not.
And on his back pedal, he can get caught flat-footed.
Yeah.
One of the other things too, and it's hard to say this about a player because it doesn't really make sense. He's too disciplined. He's not one of these guys that's gonna take chances when it's like, bro, like that's the time you take the chance, or that's the time you step up, and he just won't because he doesn't want to get beat. He doesn't want to get a penalty. Like he's almost too cautious and too disciplined. Yeah. He needs a coach that's gonna be like, hey man, just open up a bit, just let it loose, exactly.
Yeah. I do like dropping him down though, closer to the ball though. Like if you're on like run defense, he's a great guy to just, like we saw it in the Super Bowl with Witherspoon, just like dive in and blitz and get to May and force that turnover. If you just have him on, like if they're running a run play, you notice that he can just come in, and at 222, like he's a big safety. Like this guy can hit hard.
No, he's the guy, and like we've been in talks. Mr. Haulcy and I, we've been in talks. I've slid in the DM, so hopefully we're gonna get him on the pod before the big day in April, and hopefully we can meet up with him in April too, and take some pictures with him and his new team swag.
That'd be sweet.
Kamari, Ramsey, fellas, USC safety. Now Ramsey's a safety by trade, nickel by necessity. Yeah, that's how I would kind of rank him. He's moved around a lot for the Trojans, which, to your point, KK, versatility boosts his stock a lot more than people probably think. His physical trigger, hits, short zone presence. His wrists are, like we talked about with Haulcy as well, is like deep range, man matchup, stress versus speed kind of thing. Do you guys think he's a modern safety, or is he a linebacker moved to safety?
See, the problem with him, I think, he's kind of like more of a nickel dime kind of safety. I would have loved to seen him more though, because he got that knee injury this year and he didn't play as much. Yeah. So, but I think he's good. Great zone IQ. He's good at reading the QB's eyes. Really fluid hips and man coverage. Good awareness. Hits hard. But there is some things about his games. He does a lot of arm tackles, which has been a bit of an issue this year and over his career. And he kind of hesitates defending run plays in the trenches, as he's not like a Haulcy kind of guy where he's bigger, right? He's a little bit smaller. So, but I wish we would have seen more of him this year. Yeah, he didn't have the knee injury.
No, I agree. KK,
yeah,
KK's not impressed. KK's like, fuck this guy and this stupid USC
He's a really smart safety, right? You can read the quarterback.
He's not sexy,
but he's not a big guy.
Yeah, he's not a
big guy. He's not good on run defense, so he's more like a secondary.
Yeah, so it'll be a situational. You'll have him in situational downs,
like passing downs and stuff like that.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe he comes out and he's really excellent at the one thing he does versus being good at everything. So you might see
he's like an old school safety, right? Like you said, modern.
100%.
Yeah, his vision is his greatest attribute. His ability to read QB's eyes and diagnose the plays quickly and react to them. He's considered one of the best zone defenders. You put him up in cover 2, cover 3, playing the high safety. He's an aggressive downhill runner, so if he recognizes the play right away, he's getting down there and he's making. That's when you see the safety blitz or him come up on the run. That's when he's good at. But yeah, he's not the greatest tackler. He's not a ball hawk. He's not going to get you the interceptions. I think he only has 2 in his career. Not the fastest guy either, so he's got to play a little bit. That's why I like him in playing the high safety. He's got to give the guy the cushion so he has time to react and move. And
yeah, you also talked about discipline. This guy's kind of overly aggressive too. you see him like fly down, and it's just like
He is.
I was watching tape, just like watching a couple things, like you just said, watching tape. And there's times he had a clear path. He's gonna sack the quarterback, and he runs right fucking past him because the guy he's going so fast. The QB, all he does is step up in the pocket, and he runs right by him.
Yeah. See, that worries me. As like a safety, though, you got to be a little bit disciplined, right?
Yeah.
Fellas, great stuff. Last safety that I have. It's my favorite.
Your favorite.
I
my
knew
favorite.
this guy would be your favorite.
Because you watched him.
Yeah, we watched him live.
Yeah, I
We
know.
watched
We did
him
watch him
live.
live. That's true.
Bud Clark, TCU Horn Frog, Alexandria, Louisiana's Bud Clark. He went to TCU as a highly touted 4-star recruit who turned down LSU, Oklahoma, and Ole Miss to become a Horn Frog. 6'2", 185-pound safety. Has transformed from an athletic but raw defender into one of the most instinctive ball hawks in college football. Clark's refined his craft. He had 5 seasons in Fort Worth. Developed into a team captain, all Big 12 performer. Listen, ball production jumps off the tape. 11 career interceptions. That is not a fluke. That is.
You're missing a season.
Am I?
Oh yeah, he had 15.
Oh, yes, I am. No, he did.
No.
But he had 11.
I thought he only had 11.
I have him at 15.
Maybe.
I had 11 too. That's what I saw.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's 15 career interceptions for Mr.
One
Bud
of
Clark.
us is right.
Yeah, whatever.
He's an interception machine.
All you need to know about this guy is a fucking ball
He's a
hawk.
machine.
That's
Ball
literally
hawk.
all you need to know
Ball
about Bud
hawk.
Clark is he's a ball hawk.
Exceptional route recognition and zone coverage, fluid hip transitions. When you talk about a guy that's fluid, that can move around, he's a competitive at catch point. The only thing is he's small. He needs to put on some weight. So he needs to get a little bit stronger. He can get washed out against the run when forced to take on pulling linemen or lead blockers. He did miss significant time with injuries early on in his career. There is some little bit of durability concerns. He does take the odd gamble that we talked about. But man, listen, you cannot teach players how to be a ball hawk.
No.
You're either a ball hawk or you're not.
Or you're not. Yeah.
He baits you too. He baits you because he looks like he's off the ball and he reads your eyes and he knows how to. He knows
gambles. He jumps routes.
But he's Trayvon Diggs gambled and he was like a 50-50. And if he got beat, he got beat.
Yeah,
this guy gambles. He's like me at the craps table, man. I gamble. Yeah. I fucking win more than I lose. He wins more than he fucking loses.
Bang. There you go. There you go, bud. There you go. No, I think whichever team ends up with him, fan bases are going to be very happy.
And the big thing with him is versatility. He can play multiple spots.
Once again, he can put in.
And you know what I like about Bud Clark? That's really rare, especially in now with the transfer portal and NIL and everyone trying to pry you away from teams. He's a COVID senior, so you got that extra year in his entire career at TCU.
Yeah,
5 years of Fort Worth.
That's rare. That's fucking rare now.
Rare,
so
yeah.
I love that about him.
Having seen the talent at TCU, I don't blame him. I'm talking about the sorority girls out in the student. I don't blame him. Listen, there's worse places.
You just don't want him to move out of where he is because he's right there.
He's a good man. He went.
But even then, that's
and now I want him to just stay there, and I want Dallas to get into the mix here. We're gonna keep him in Fort Worth, and Jerry, I want you to do the right thing.
What a draft pick that would be for the Cowboys.
I want him to do the right thing. Get this guy. Listen, the Cowboys, if they trade out of that 20 spot or that 12 spot, and they're able to get some day 2 picks, because I would love to take a 12 and a 20, but I need some day 2 picks. If we can get some day 2 picks up in here, I would love to get my hands onto a Bud Clark jersey. I think that'd be fantastic. I think he's a big time playmaker. Now, you're a Cowboys fan, Brandon. I'm going to ask you, okay, hypothetical scenario here. What would you rather have? George Pickens and a third. Sorry, George Pickens and a second. No, George Pickens and a fifth. That will make more sense. George Pickens and a fifth for Max Crosby and a third. Or George Pickens traded out completely, going to a team like, I don't know, Buffalo, but you end up getting Buffalo's first round pick, second round pick, third round pick. Sorry, Buffalo's first and third for this year and a second round pick for next year. So that's purely picks.
Hard to say no to Max Crosby.
You give me Max Crosby in a
Max
third.
Crosby.
George Pickens, it was nice knowing you, buddy. We'll take Jordan
You know, if
Tyson.
we're because
Wow,
the
that's
hard
very
part,
different from what
the
you guys
hard,
are
well,
saying.
the hard part is
Cowboys fine.
you look at the
Yeah,
Cowboys.
exactly.
The Cowboys are with Dak and where they are with their offense. We all know defense is what we need. You bring in a guy who you know is already experienced in Max Crosby. You know, if we were going into a rebuild phase, I would take Buffalo because you want those picks.
You don't have
but
time.
we don't have the time.
We don't have the time
Like
to
we
go
need
through this.
Like obviously,
Your time is now.
Like if we have 12 and
It's
20,
always-
you're gonna get two guys right away that
Can
can
impact
come
you.
in. Like if you get Sonny Styles or by chance, like some of these mocks have Caleb Downs dropping to 12. If that fucking happens, I mean,
I'd be shocked.
that's a day one starter. Caleb Downs is a day one starter.
Yeah.
Sonny Styles is probably a day one starter. At 20, you have options for a day one starter. After that, you're looking at role players for the rookie season.
but if you get Pickens,
But if you get
Max
But,
Crosby,
but
you
even
get
if
Max
you trade
Crosby.
Pickens, you can always just go and sign a wide receiver.
oh yeah, wide receivers
you
are
also
easy to
have
find.
CD
But
Lamb,
number
too.
but number 20, I've seen some mocks where it's Caleb Downs at 12, Jordan Tyson at 20. And
Yeah,
I'm
I've
like-
seen Jordan.
I'm
Tyson
still not.
sliding.
I'm
And I'm
still.
like-
if I keep
I've
12
seen
and
that.
20, it's.
But I don't know. That might be
It's two defensive players.
that might be something.
Probably.
That might be something Jerry
Probably.
does. But
Give
hey,
me Avion Terrell. If he drops to 20,
Oh, he
my
actually might
God.
be going down.
that'd be a
I see
beautiful
him
thing.
around the
later
18 to
rounds.
20, but if he can,
Yeah.
if he drops to 20, just
Yeah.
who is it? A while ago, long time. Just he was a safety. All he did was hit people. He sucked at everything else. Jeff Heath.
Oh yes, Jeff
He
Heath.
sucked at everything else, but man, could that guy fucking hit.
All he does was just
All he
bury
did was
people.
hit stick. We were talking about hit stick. All he did was run and just hit stick, but that's all he could do.
Yeah, that's he wasn't built for much
He was
else.
violent, but that's all he could do.
He was not built for much else. He was only there for the good times, fellas. But
Wait, one other thing I'll
Yeah.
say about Bud Clark is that he also got the pick 6 against Belichick in his opening game against
Yeah.
North Carolina.
Yes,
so
yes.
fuck the Patriots. You fraudulent team that made the Super Bowl, and fuck Bill Belichick.
Bud Clark,
You
if
should
you're listening,
retire.
hey, hop on the pod. Would love to have you, Bud Clark. Big fans of Bud
Big fans.
Clark on this podcast. Fellas, it's almost that wonderful time. It is almost that wonderful time. It's been a while since we've done one of these. It's back to the inmate section. KK, do you think do you have a message for your lover out in the Detroit jail?
Oh, she's in Detroit. Maybe she's a Lions fan.
What's up?
You guys can go catch a game.
What's up?
A man of few
Lions
words.
game.
What's up? No, she's
Yeah,
not
Detroit
getting
Lions.
She's
ain't
not
getting
getting
out.
She ain't getting
Detroit
out.
Lions game. Wow.
She ain't getting out.
She ain't getting. Well, if you didn't hear it now, you know it is our most famous segment requested by all. But before we get into it, shout out to our friends at Miller Lite. Yep, there it is. Beautiful timing, fellas. If
That
you're
was
drink-
perfect timing.
If you're drinking a beer, any beer in the world that you may be drinking, why not drink the best beer of all, Miller Lite? It's only got every time I say this, I have to look at the can.
Because
It's
you're
only
just
got-
shocked. Because
I'm just like,
90
what the hell?
calories?
It's got 90 calories, and it's like, some beers are popped in with sodium. It's only got 50 milligrams. 1.5. That's it, fellas. Not like your Heinekens, not like your other beers that are popped in with the sodium. Yeah, we're talking shit about other beers on this podcast. Fine Pilsner, it's Miller time. Now we're going to go into our inmate section. But before that, I'm going to crack my Miller Lite. It's going to be a good time. It's a beautiful thing. Fellas, are you ready?
Your ass going to jail. You going to jail. You going to jail. Hot damn it, you going to jail. Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. You going to jail. You going to jail.
All right.
What about lock her ass up?
Yeah. Okay, guys.
Lock her ass up.
There you go.
Lock her ass up.
We have multiple. We have female inmates that listen. But for those new here, we get submissions from inmates across correctional facilities, and they come and talk to us about their feelings. Sometimes they ask for advice. Sometimes they talk about football. They do this whole, it's a beautiful thing out
Maybe
there.
they'll get a Red Zone Blitz Poocast hoodie.
Maybe they get a
I
Red Zone
don't know.
Blitz Poocast hoodie if they were allowed to send them
Or
a gift.
4.
Who knows? Maybe they get 4. Fellas, we've got the next submission. It starts off. Yo, Red Zone Blitz. All right, man, listen. I'm writing y'all from Unit 7. Top bunk where the mattress is 30% cotton and 70% regret. Okay. First off, Seahawks defense, that wasn't football. That was like them nature documentaries where the lion don't even chase. They just walk at the zebra and the zebra collapses out of stress. Drake Maye looked like he was trying to download Wi-Fi mid-play. I felt bad. And then I seen Witherspoon come free again and I started laughing so hard. My celly thought I was having a heart attack. Now I'm going to be real with y'all because y'all only normal voices I got besides the CEO who keeps calling me boss like we friends. I need advice, like actual advice, because my life is a movie. But it's the kind they don't put in theaters. It's the kind on a USB stick that gets passed around everyone when you watch your mother's sex tape. Okay. So how I end up in here, it started out with me trying to be a good son. I swear to God, my mom's needed rent, my little sister needed braces, and I got laid off from this warehouse job because I failed a drug test, which is crazy because I didn't fail it. The test failed me. Okay. The couple was suspicious. The lady was suspicious. The whole situation was feeling like a setup. Anyway, my boy T-Rel, he not my boy for real. He a demon in a Nike Tech. Tells me, bro, I got to hustle real clean. First red flag. Anybody who says real clean is about to ruin your life. He had me selling designer cologne out of the trunk. It smelled like the lemon pledge and bad decisions mixed into one. But people bought it, so I'm thinking I'm basically Jeff Bezos now. Then we upgraded the operation. Now we're doing this car detailing shit, but it's not detailing, it's detailing. People pull up with the cars that got no plates and windows tinted. So dark, the car looked like a secret. I'm asking questions like an idiot. Why are we only open at night? And he says, because we hustle harder. I'm like, okay, you motivational speaker. Then the Super Bowl happened. I swear this is where the universe tried to warn me. I'm watching Seattle go after Tom Brady so many times, and I'm like, damn, that's what the police going to do to us if we keep playing stupid. And what do? I ignore the sign like a fool. Fast forward, we got this big job. We supposed to deliver a package to a guy at a strip mall. I'm thinking it's like tools or some cologne. It's not tools. It's not cologne. It's money, phones, and some other stuff. I ain't going to type because I don't want y'all implicated. Thank you, sir. That's very nice of you to think about our futures. But just know it was the kind of bag that makes your stomach feel like you swallowed a battery. Have you guys ever fucking... How...
I played the fifth.
Okay. So we pull up. I'm wearing slides because I got confidence for no reason. T-Rel says act normal. I say I always act normal. That was lie number one. We walk in the mall and I see a pretzel place. And for some reason, I'm like, I want a pretzel because I'm stress eating. So I go to get a pretzel and I come back. And T-Rel's arguing with the dude, loud, hands moving, it's going bad. Then I see security guards start speed walking over and I panic and I do the dumbest thing possible. I grab the bag. I don't know why I just did it. It's like my body said, take the blame. I run, but I run into the parking lot where there's no exits. It's like I ran into a sack. Then I hear, hey, stop. And I turn around and there's cops already there. It's like they spawned. They spawned like Call of Duty. So I try to hop a fence. Yes, a fence. I know. My pants rip straight down the middle, full moon. I'm talking cheeks out. And when I land on a shopping cart. The cart rolls, I roll, the bag roll. I'm chasing the bag. The cops are laughing. I could hear it. I'm the only man to get arrested while auditioning for America's Funniest Home Videos. Then at the station, they asked me who I was with. I said I was alone. They showed me a video of me and T-Rel walking in together like we on a date. I said, that's my cousin. They said, you said you was alone. I said, yeah, but spiritually I was alone. They did not appreciate that. Now I'm in here and T-Rel is free posting quotes about loyalty on Instagram and shit. That part hurt more than the sentence. So here's what I need y'all advice. Do I snitch? Like, I ain't built for jail, bro. The shower situation is a nightmare. How do I stop being so damn gullible? Every time somebody said, bro, trust me, I trust them like a golden retriever. Should I start working out in here or am I going to get roasted? I did one push-up and my arms turned into spaghetti. Also, is it normal that I miss the outside, but also I'm calmer in here? Like my brain ain't rushing all the time. Is that messed up? Now back to football because y'all my escape. Seahawks defense is evil. They was running pressures that look like the same, but different. Like when somebody keep changing their profile pic, but it's still the same face. Patriots kept sliding protection like they was stuck on stupid. May kept looking deep like he was trying to win the game in one play. Bro, sometimes you got to take the check down. That's life advice for you too. And I got shout out Matthew. Listen, I don't know why they always on your head on the pod. I be in here yelling, let him cook. And my celly be like, who, Matthew? And I'm like, he's a Pittsburgh legend. Matthew be saying uncomfortable shit and everybody act like he committed a crime. Meanwhile, I'm the one who committed a crime. I'm telling you, Matthew's right. Please read this on the pod and answer the questions because if y'all tell me don't snitch, I won't. If y'all tell me to snitch, I might. I need some guidance. My lord keeps saying stop talking, but he also drives a 2008 Ultima, so I don't know if I trust his judgment. Anyways, love y'all, Dre. Don't say my last name, bro. I'm trying to come home. All right, fellas. That was
funny.
That was a lot.
It was funny that he was running away, but he was wearing sandals.
Yes, because that's slides.
Slides.
That's how he rolls. And then it was funny where
That's hard to run.
Bro,
Yeah.
when you're making a drop, you got
Yeah.
to be dressed for the occasion.
What kind
Yeah.
of warehouse drug tests, man? That's crazy.
Yeah, what kind of
They
lot?
like drug
Dude,
tests
so
in a warehouse.
We had
be very careful. Okay,
I'm
because
gonna-
I don't want the day after message, guys. I think I said too much in these inmate segments. God damn it, I have family listening.
No,
So-
it's
Yeah,
just a
you
funny
know it'd be
story. When I
random.
worked at a warehouse, they
Yes, go ahead, now tell
they
us.
came in and they said there's gonna be a drug test. Literally, the entire workforce. Here's my 2 weeks. Literally, everyone,
Yeah.
everyone fucking quit on the spot. Here's our 2 weeks. Oh. Okay, this isn't a good idea. We're gonna scrap the drug tests.
yeah, we're done. We're done here.
Literally, the entire
workers
workforce.
left.
Like, even the guys that you know didn't do anything, they're like, well, fuck it. I'm going to be included in this. Like,
No,
so
the thing is,
that's why I'm
there's
not
a-
going to implement myself
Listen,
on anything.
I
Come on.
understand, if people are driving and shit like that, or like people are dealing with very, very classified information, or you're like, I get the professions that need drug tests, but why are we drug testing people that work in a warehouse? They're already working in a warehouse.
Yeah.
Things are not looking on the uppity up on anyways. Let the man do some drugs and call it a day. Fucking idiots. Anyways, fellas, should he snitch?
I think when you grabbed the bag and ran, I think you're on your own there.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, it was not really good.
That was kind of.
I think that was the decision of your downfall, was grabbing the bag and running.
Yeah. I don't think snitching is going to help him in this case. If anything,
No,
he's just going to
no.
get his ass kicked by his cousin. Or
Yeah.
his buddy. I don't know if it's his buddy or his cousin. How does he stop being so damn gullible?
I think he answered his own fucking question. Just when someone says fucking trust me, bro. It's like when you're out with friends and they're like, I got this. No, you fucking don't. You ain't got this. And then you watch him do something fucking stupid, fall on their face, and
Yep,
they're bleeding everywhere. It's like, I knew you didn't have that.
Yeah, we knew exactly what was going
So when
on.
people say, yeah, trust me, bro, I got this. You already know. You already know. They ain't got it. Don't trust them.
It's just not, no, it's not happening.
And yes, you should start working out. If you're
Yeah.
in jail and you can only do one fucking push-up,
That's
You're
a
in
problem.
trouble.
what are you doing
You're
with
in
your
trouble.
time? It's not like you're fucking going anywhere and when you're locked in your cell.
Yeah.
Fucking do some
Yeah.
push-ups, man.
Yeah. Listen, every time you hear us swear, I want you to drop down. I want you to give me one push-up. Fuck
Yeah,
you.
instead of the
Yeah,
drinking
it's like
game,
100
it's a
push-ups.
push-up game.
Yeah, there you go. We're
So
gonna.
fuck, get started.
Yeah.
Fuck you, that's 2. Fuck your shit, that's 3. Actually, don't say that in jail.
Yeah.
Let's retract that statement.
Yeah.
Let's
No.
retract that one.
But seriously, start fucking working out. There's another one. Is it also normal that he misses the outside but is calmer inside?
Actually, no.
No.
I hear that a lot. And that's why you see a lot of people that go to jail, they're out for a day, they commit a crime, and they're not running. They want to
Yeah,
get
they
caught.
wanna get caught. They wanna go
They
back
need
in.
that structure of jail for whatever
Yeah.
fucking reason. The outside world just once
Doesn't
they're-
make sense for
doesn't
them.
make
Yeah.
sense to them anymore. And you get comfortable. They get comfortable with the jail life, and whatever reason, it works better for you inside than outside, which is really fucking weird to say for a normal person, but.
But maybe only for like a certain period of time until they get their shit together. And then they're fine once they get on the outside.
Look at that.
well,
Matthew's trying to help
yeah.
out his buddy. Matthew's trying to get his buddy out of jail. He's like, get this. You can get your shit together. Matthew, you got any advice for
worry,
this
Dre.
guy?
Don't worry, Dre. Stay the course. Do your push-ups.
Yeah.
Stay clean.
Give him a little loving. Give him a little. He's just your
Don't.
biggest fan.
Yeah. I know. All the other fucking inmates be shitting on me, and they love Brandon,
Yeah.
and KK, and you for some reason.
Yeah, no, it's just now you have your own army. I swear you got
Yeah,
an army coming. It's like all of Pittsburgh and like some inmates
Yeah.
in Florida. They're just
Yeah,
like,
they think I'm from Pittsburgh. Like I'm not from Pittsburgh, but
he takes it as a compliment.
I take it as a compliment.
He could
yeah.
be a Yinzer.
I could be a Yinzer, a Pittsburgher, but yeah.
You could be from
don't-
Philly.
Don't be a Pittsburgher. Mike
I could
McCarthy
be.
might eat you.
I could.
That
You
was
could be
well
from
done.
Philly.
I could be from Philly. I don't know if I could be. If I could be from Philly,
He can't be from Philly. He wouldn't be here. He wouldn't be
that's what I
fucking
was gonna
alive.
say. That's
man.
exactly
I
what
would
I
have
was
taken him
gonna
to the
say.
back. Wait, I'm not gonna say what I would have done. We
Because
wouldn't
then-
be
'cause
friends.
then
We would not
if
be
you were gonna
friends.
say what you were just gonna say, then you'd be writing a fucking
Exactly.
inmate letter.
Brandon would be like, all right, guys, here's my weekly
Yeah.
submission. When are you guys recording? Fuck you, Matthew. Why didn't you tell me sooner? We would have to.
Why'd you tell me you were from
Matthew
Philly, you
get
motherfucker?
86.
I would have
Matthew'd
to
be 86.
I would have to record jail phone collect calls just to get you on the pot. All right, here's a collect call from Brandon. Hey man, what's up, man? Fuck, can you guys send me some more commissary? They're like after my fucking merch and shit. Stop fucking giving the commissary to the Florida fucks. Give it to me.
Yeah.
I'm a part of this podcast. No, Brandon's not going to jail. Nice try. Nice try to the haters. We're not. To all those people in Philly that are rooting on our downfall.
Yeah, because you know it's just them, right?
Yeah,
I don't feel like the
relatively, no.
Giants fans and the Commander fans. I hate.
Only-
I want to say Redskins.
You can say
You
Redskins.
can say Redskins.
Redskins
They need to
fans.
go back, man.
They do. They do.
Yeah, no.
But I don't think
Those are simpler times.
We're not PC anymore.
Those are simpler times.
Mm-hmm.
Fellas, great episode. Any words for your, let's talk about which teams that are absolutely in the doghouse. Give me one sentence of encouragement, Matthew, for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Give them a little sentence of encouragement.
Trevor Lawrence looked really good this year. Defense looked awesome. I think you have a pretty good coach in Cohen, and Duval Country looks like they're finally getting some fans in Jacksonville.
Okay, give me one for the good old Arizona Cardinals.
God bless you guys. You know the help of the world, man.
Brandon,
Well, if we'll see. Kyler Murray's apparently trade bait.
Yeah, they could get something.
At
for
least
him.
they live in the nice part of the world. It's hot there, and that's nice weather. Brandon, talk to those Dolphins fans.
You're fucked. But it's like that commercial. Hey, man, if you want to help save the Dolphins, they like really need our help.
Listen, we're gonna sign this one off to, of course, my favorite fan base in the world, Cowboys fans. Listen to me. We're gonna be back. We're gonna be so back. Next year is our year. We're gonna cover this draft.
You guys say that every year.
It's gonna be a cover draft real quick. We're gonna get Max Crosby in the cut. It's gonna be beautiful. Jerry's gonna cook. We're gonna have $131 million
Keep
cap
dreaming.
space. It's going to be beautiful. If you don't follow us, Red Zone Blitz Podcast at gmail.com. Shoot us a message. Follow us, Red Zone Blitz Pod on X, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Red Zone Blitz Podcast. We are going to be dropping episodes left, right, and center this whole off season. We will cover you with all the content. Yes, Matthew?
Tune in soon for the KK college football team.
Oh, yes.
Fandom
Soon.
reveal. Very
Yes,
soon.
very soon. The bracket challenge will be, that might be its own little episode.
It's gotta be.
We'll do a whole episode just on the KK chooses his college football team. Fellas, signing off. This is G.
Brandon.
Matt.
KK.
And we're out. See you guys next time.